Hello and welcome to Strega Life, and this is my channel, and I'm going to move you around just a little bit so you can see better, so I can see better. Okay, now the other day I did actually get out to the trails and I did some walking, and it felt really good to get out in the open. And today I'm going to have to make up for a little bit of a mistake I made in my last video when I was introducing the Fool. I told you that the Fool is the 00 card, and he is. He's the first card of the Major Arcana. However, the second card of the Major Arcana is not the High Priestess. I don't know why I made that mistake. It was a rookie mistake. It really was, because as long as I've been doing tarot, I should have known better. It should have automatically came to me that the next card is the Magician. And the Magician, I had all the cards blown up the other day, even though I wish there was some better way. And if I was a techie, like a lot of people I know, I'm sure I could have a better way to do this. But I did order a book, and it's in for my editing program. So maybe I'll get better at this. I hope I'll get better at this. It's actually fun. It's just at my age, learning things that you basically, have no understanding of. You have to go back to the beginning and learn, but I like learning. And that's one thing about the Magician, which is the second card. After the Fool takes that leap of faith and comes off that cliff, then he's got to have the knowledge to continue on. And either he's the querent, which means the person that you're doing the reading for is the querent. So either he is that person, or he knows somebody that can be that person. That is either a business partner, a financial advisor, someone that has the knowledge, the book learning, the know-how to give good advice. And let me say this right up front. Whether the Magician is in the upright position or whether he is in the reversed, he is still a very charismatic, influential person. He's going to be the person that everybody likes and flocks to. He is the life of the party. He's the person that people go to for things that they can't normally get, for advice. He's just a magnet. But this way, in this position, he comes by it rightfully because he's done his homework. He knows what he's talking about. He's either got the degrees, he's got the technical abilities. He's always wanting to learn. See, that's why right here, when he's burning the candle at both ends, he's always in a search for knowledge. And then the infinity sign here, that means he is always in search for knowledge. And then he's got the 4 suits of the tarot, or even the regular card decks right here in front of him. And so that means he's wanting to know as much as he can about anything that he can. He probably loves the game, the Trivial Pursuit. I love that game too. So this is the person that if you're going to take that leap of faith, you want him on your side. Now, this person usually depicts someone that's a male between the ages of, like I said, 25 to 40 or 50. Because it's usually a young man, but it can be anybody. We all know that person, right? He's the one that, when we get down on our luck, we go to for advice and for help. And, he's that person that's going to lift our spirits. Okay, now you have this one. And this card quite simply means deception. Remember, he's charismatic. He's the kind that can pull people to him. But he's a deceptor. The only person he really cares about in the end is himself. Yet, again, he is the life of the party. He's always got a bunch of people hanging around him. He's got his close friends that do anything for him. He's he's usually, and this is so sad, but usually he is related somehow to the family. And you probably know him too. So this guy is the one that can sell you swampland in Tucson. He's the one that's going to sell you a timeshare that you only have to share with 25 other people in the month of August in Florida. Okay? He knows that's not possible. When he's telling you that, when he's taking your money, he knows that. But he's in it for himself. So he is the deceiver. Okay, now when this guy leaves, I mean, he's probably... Now let's go back to this one. He's got the house, the car, the beautiful wife, and the 2.5 children, and the white picket fence, right? He's got a future ahead of him. This guy, if he can take your beautiful house, your wife, your 2.5 children, and your white picket fence, he will. So, oh yeah, my executive, well, one of my puppies has just come into the room. The others will probably follow soon. But anyway, this guy is the one that's right now, he's probably sleeping on your couch, right? Until he gets the funds together to get his own place. So anyway, don't be taken in by this one. But if you know this one, yeah, put your trust in him and go with him, and you'll probably make it far. Now, that does it for the tarot today. Now, the next one that we go over will be the High Priestess. And hopefully I can get to that one at the end of today. The other day when we did the Fool card, the double zero, I wasn't feeling real well, so I didn't get much done, even though I did go for that walk the next day. And I was followed through the bushes. I know it was by the little people. And I know people are probably saying, oh yeah, she's crazy. But I'm not finished with them yet. So anyway, let's go ahead and, yeah, my dogs are having a fit. I think my grandson's playing ball with Baki. Anyway, that brings up a good, well, something that's been on my mind, and I'm going to go ahead and cover it while we're here, because I'm going to do another one of these after a while. But before we sign off, I want to ask this. Not only to, like, if you want to follow my channel, to like and subscribe, which I really hope you will, but also, animals are like children. The only thing they have is you. They depend on you. And the other day I saw a dog that had been put out. I guess she was by herself. She had just recently had puppies, and she was by the fence of my granddaughter's school. And it made me feel really sad, because I didn't know where those puppies were, and I knew that she had just put out of the car, and she was in the sun, and she was hot. So I went ahead and I dropped off my granddaughter, and I came back to the house, because I don't live far from there, and I got a pan for water and some bottles of water, and I got a jug of dog food, and I brought it up there to her. And I do what I can, because like I said, I've got actually 7 dogs. I've got all I can take in, and some of them are from circumstances like that. But I can't stand to see children hungry. I can't stand to see animals hungry. I just can't. So I went ahead and brought the dog some food and made sure she had water, and I left the pan there. And then I thought, well, I'll give her some more when I go to pick up my granddaughter. Well, I went back to pick up my granddaughter later on, and I realized, it made me so happy. I found that somebody had actually added to that amount of dog food that I left there. They had put more in there, and they had filled up her water bowl. Okay, well, she went on 2 or 3 days like this, to where I was feeding her, other people were feeding her, and I guess she did start looking better, and she started moving around more, and then she disappeared. I think somebody finally took her in when they realized that how pretty she actually was. And you have to do whatever you can to help out humanity. These animals cannot take care of themselves. And when you call the shelters, sometimes they are so busy and they have so many animals of their own that they can't feed the ones they have. That's why I can't do much, because like I said, I've got 7. and my finances are limited myself. But I will, every month, I will take a 44-pound bag of dog food and I will deliver it to some shelter or some organization, or even these people out in the woods. Like, they have bunches of dogs because they take them in because people throw them out on the highway or just put them out on the highway. So I will at least one bag of dog food every month, and that's all I can do right now. But I do what I can, and I've got one. She's so sweet. She really is sweet, but she needs therapy because she's really anxious because she was abused. But she minds so well, and she's just the sweetest little dog. And you know, I just love all my animals. They're family. But keep that in mind, because if one person reaches out, others will also. So I will be back later, and we will do the third card, number 2 of the Major Arcana, which is the High Priestess. And hopefully I will be able to bring you out to, it's called Boy Scout Hole, and it is in Bearing Fork Creek in Welling, Oklahoma. And they have had recent sightings of the little people. I'm not finished with them yet. And I'm going to try to lure them out. It's probably not possible, but I'm going to try to lure them out. But from what I've heard, Boy Scout Hole right now, I guess it's because of the last big storm we had. There's trees down across the road, and you have to go through private property with a 4-wheel drive to get there. And I have a 4-wheel drive, but I will not go over somebody else's private property because I wouldn't want them to go over mine. So, okay, if I don't go there, I'll find somewhere else to go. But I have got a score to settle with the little people. I want to bring them out. I know they are there. There are so many of these other shows that I watch where they're going through the woods and they're scouting and they think it's something else, and I know what it is, but I'm not going to say who, but hopefully one of these days I will comment on their channel and tell them what I think it is. Anyway, if you see something up behind me, you let me know. My dogs have been spooked lately. This loft that I'm in right now has some really weird vibrations at night, but I don't know if that's because it's connected to me or if it's connected to something here. It doesn't scare me. It spooks Missy, but you know, like I said, she needs therapy anyway. But anyway, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I will be back as soon as I can get back. So I'm going to say blessings from the witch, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.